Enseguida vamos a escuchar esta rueda de prensa con el secretario general de la OTAN. También está Emmanuel Macron, que es uno de los presidentes que está creando bastante controversia. De hecho, está como telón de fondo si va a asistir o no a esta reunión de los BRICS que va a tener lugar el 15 de agosto. Seguro que hablan del conflicto, de la rebelión que se vivió en Rusia este mismo fin de semana. Vamos a seguirles, vamos a escucharles y enseguida se lo contamos.
And at the end of these 2 terms in office, the budget of our armies will have increased twofold. But NATO is also playing a role in direct solidarity with Ukraine. We're deploying a complete set of strengthened support measures to help reform the Ukrainian armed forces, make them more interoperable with the alliance forces, and provide them with the non-lethal support. Secretary General, you've been playing a key role to allow our alliance to rise up to the challenge, and I'm well aware of your personal involvement to make sure that the unity would be maintained between the allies, whereas many were betting on our disunity. You made sure that NATO was able to respond firmly to Russia's provocation where necessary, but also to prevent us from engaging into a dangerous escalation. Please also allow me to commend your commitment in favour of the cooperation between the EU and NATO, embodied in the 3rd Joint Declaration in January. And this is indispensable because a stronger and more operational EU defence will bring an irreplaceable contribution to the security of the European Atlantic space. You're visiting in Paris, Secretary General, exactly 2 weeks before we meet in Vilnius for a summit. We are all aware of the importance of the decisions we'll be taking there will commit us for the years to come. I have in mind, first and foremost, our support to Ukraine that shall be fit into the long term, and we also will have to design a path to make concrete Ukraine's accession to NATO that was opened in 2008 in Bucharest. We shall also have the responsibility to define a security architectures and coherent defence plans with the decisions taken last year in Madrid. Last but not least, we shall put ourselves in a position to send a message of unity, which is essential today. The joining of NATO a few weeks ago was a strong gesture, and we shall now go all the way in this logic and make sure that Sweden can attend Vilnius as a full-fledged ally. 29 states completed their national proceedings many months ago, and I now invite the 2 that did not do so yet to take the necessary decisions and shoulder their responsibilities at a time where unity and security of the continent are at stake. Secretary General, I'm looking forward to the discussions we shall have.
Estamos escuchando a Emmanuel Macron, el presidente francés. Está hablando de las medidas que van a tomar para ayudar a Ucrania. Está destacando el apoyo de las fuerzas aliadas y también el apoyo por parte de la OTAN. Dice que Stoltenberg ha jugado un papel fundamental en la unidad y en la cooperación con Europa. Dice que también que agradece esta visita a París por parte del secretario general de la OTAN y que son conscientes de la importancia de sus decisiones. Además, ha terminado diciendo que el apoyo a Ucrania debe ser efectivo a largo plazo y que además esta reunión tiene que servir para definir el ingreso de Ucrania en la OTAN.
Unfolding with the recent mutiny by Wagner mercenaries in Russia. This is an internal matter for Russia. At the same time, it demonstrates once again that President Putin's illegal war against Ukraine is a big strategic mistake. It has deepened divisions and created new tensions in Russia. But we should not underestimate Russia, and we must continue to provide support to Ukraine. Because the more land Ukraine is able to liberate, the stronger they will be at the negotiating table, and the better the chance will be for a just and lasting peace. I therefore commend and appreciate France's vital contributions to Ukraine, including with military equipment and economic support. In Vilnius, we will agree a multi-year package of assistance and upgrade our political ties. This will bring Ukraine closer to our alliance. Ukraine's rightful place is in NATO. Once the war ends, we need arrangements in place for Ukraine's security, so that history does not repeat itself. At the summit, we will also further strengthen our deterrence and defense. We are now putting in place new defense plans with assigned forces and capabilities and high levels of readiness. France plays a major part in this. You have allocated thousands of troops to NATO, including the French leadership of our battle group in Romania. French jets keep the skies safe over Eastern allies, and the ships keep critical sea lanes open. At this grave moment for our security, NATO-EU cooperation is more important than ever. And I welcome France's strong commitment to further strengthen the partnership between NATO and the European Union. One important area of cooperation between NATO and the European Union is actually in Kosovo. Our KFOR mission continues to fulfill its UN mandate impartially. We call on both parties to refrain from anything that can further escalate tensions and return immediately to the EU-facilitated dialogue. This is the only way forward. Today we will also discuss the ambitious new defence investment pledge, which I expect NATO allies will adopt when we meet in Vilnius at the NATO summit. With 2% of GDP as a floor, not a ceiling for our defence spending. I commend France for boosting its military spending by more than 1/3 in the coming years. The Vilnius summit will be the first with Finland as a member of the alliance, and we are working to finalize Sweden's accession as well. Therefore, I have called another meeting of senior officials from Turkey, Finland and Sweden next Thursday in Brussels. The time is now to welcome Sweden as a full member of NATO. So, dear Emmanuel, once again, thank you so much for having me here.
Seguimos escuchando, en este caso, a Jens Stoltenberg, el secretario general de la OTAN. Está hablando del papel de Francia dentro de, de esta ayuda a Ucrania. Dice que la contribución de Francia a Ucrania está siendo muy importante en materia económica y militar. Ha incidido una vez más en el mensaje que viene lanzando en los últimos días, diciendo que lo que ocurrió el pasado fin de semana demuestra una vez más que la guerra de Putin ha sido un error estratégico. Dice además que cuando acabe la guerra necesitamos planificar para que Ucrania no vuelva a pasar por la misma situación, y además recalca que la cooperación entre la OTAN y la Unión Europea es más importante que nunca en estos momentos. Ha terminado su discurso aludiendo a que van a discutir en estas próximas reuniones el nuevo presupuesto en defensa, que tiene que ser como mínimo del 2% del PIB para todos los países que pertenecen a la OTAN. Hasta aquí ha llegado esta rueda de prensa conjunta entre Jens Stoltenberg, el secretario general de la OTAN, y el presidente francés Emmanuel Macron. Ya se lo hemos contado, ya se lo hemos explicado. Vamos a